Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you back again. And today I'm not going to continue pushing out a Loopring or talking about Ethereum, or even if you're looking to see what the next hype for the next altcoin is. You can find it out there by the fantastic YouTubers that have got fire and rockets blaming everywhere. But I'm not into that. I don't really want to push that out. Today I want to talk about the possible direction of GameStop with Web3. And for you to understand this, because we're all looking at the way Loopring is connected to GameStop and what the new marketplace will do. But you have to go a little bit underneath that and how things will interact, how you're going to interact with the community and how you're going to interact with the website. And of course, GameStop's been looking for a Web3 developer, and that is very, very important because going from Web 1.0 to 2.0 now to 3.0, and to really understand how this is, because you have to understand the whole process, because it's all about community. GameStop is all about community. It's why you bought into it. It's part of why you're part of Loopring. It's why you're on Reddit. Whatever you're into, if it's Minecraft, if it's Battlefield, whatever game you're doing, it's all about community. Even if it's League of Legends, Dungeons and Dragons, it's all about a community. But most importantly, it's also about communication. This is the two words that are going to be most vital, I feel, as I continue the research with GameStop and way we are connecting to each other, but also I think what Ryan Cohen, his vision for this new environment, this space that he and his team are creating, is all about community and communication, because it can be the connecting link for any Web 3.0, but also in NFT marketplaces with gamers, buyers, and just visitors. This is an important thing, just visitors, new people coming into the community, because that's what you want. You don't want just a small core of people. You want to bring other people in. Now, we know Ryan Cohen tweets random messages, and this is way of his communication for now because he is held by a gag order. That's fine. But GameStop has been about communications and communities worldwide, right? These two communities, and again, this is why we're in the movement around holding GameStop on Reddit, Superstock, GME, Jimmy Jungle, you name it, AMC, even the popcorn stock. That's fine, whatever you're into. All these communities, and again, through communication, are why we're part of this. It's around us, and again, while we're talking and while we're communicating, educating, and doing everything so long, even involved in crypto. And that's why we bought into the Loopring, connected to GameStop, GameStop connected to the company. Everything is very clear. Because with clear communication, there is going to be transparency. You're going to have safer networks and more of a thriving community and a shared space. The next level is the Internet 3.0. Now, it's both a reaction and, of course, I think about an antidote to everything that did not work that's going on right now with the Internet 2.0. Because Web 3.0 is being built on basic cryptographic primitives, and it's often featured, of course, by open source codes that anybody can contribute to the whole project by just reviewing the code. And why is this good? Because this boosts security for users and turns transparency into a competitive advantage. A lot of good things going on here. The gains are not simply private-based, but actually result in the user value being protected. And that's the most important thing, because it's going to save billions and billions of dollars for lost revenue, lost value, and even just your time. Now, the Internet 3 is going to move away from advertising. This is something that we see with Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all of these things, because that's this direct creator it's going to be towards a more creator monetized, and it's a very primary business model. All right, this is the core internet of the ethos of Internet 3.0. It's bringing the power back to the individual. And again, what's GameStop's motto? Power to the players. The power's gonna be in your hands. This is so important because it's gonna be connected to the individuals, and basically there's no middleman. It's basically cutting out the middleman. All right. Think about you, the supplier, directly connected to the consumers. All right. If you think about that, eBay, PayPal, Amazon, this is their old business model. Can they survive? Of course they're going to survive, but they have to completely adjust their business model. In what form? We don't know. And again, if you want to buy something through eBay, you're going through a middleman. But if GameStop is building a marketplace for all of this, how are they going to do it? We know they're doing through NFTs, but also an interoperable standard means that they're going to be possibly using the ERC 721 based NFTs. And how can this be done? They're going to be traded and viewed on a litany of any kind of front-end applications. Also, ERC20 tokens. They can access an entire ecosystem of, again, all of these competitive financial products. And they're going to be competing for attention and value. This is important because the stakes are increasing for the platforms, which again, is going to be amping up and getting more people into it. This is important because the existing entries of the NFTs is clearly a potential for the huge NFT market system, all right? A completely new category of digitalized token of assets. Now, again, NFTs, we know right now, they're changing the conventions of how we use things and how we own things. No, we all thinking right now NFT is just for art, but it's not, because there are many kinds of NFTs, not just focusing on what you get with an NFT as a piece of artwork that you can screenshot and say, hey, I got this too. No, because you can have an individual NFT created and stored on the blockchain. This is important because there are many kinds of NFTs. All right, there are different kind of, and there, of course, there are different ownerships and different asset rights. There's some about metadata, and also talk about artwork, music, media, domain names, memes. I mean, the promising of the future NFTs is huge, and you have to really think out of that little circle of just NFTs as art, because the idea of NFTs is scarcity. Every NFT is unique and it cannot be interchanged with your token, right? Think about this: event tickets, AMC movie theaters, event tickets for concerts on the Roblox. They did have their events on Roblox, but what about if GameStop is going to have a live gaming event? That's all right there. And that is huge, because without that marketplace and without bringing the community and the communication together, what's really being built here is the backbone of it. We're all looking at the top layer, what's going to be built and all of this, but really get down to the underlying core of this. It's Web 3.0 and how we are going to be interacting with each other, community and communication. To me, that's exciting. And for you to really understand how Web 3.0 is going to be working, there's a lot being developed. And again, this is the early stages. Just as I say again, this is early stages when the PC was being built. You're very early, and again, a lot of applications may crash and burn, but again, a lot more will survive. And just going to see, it's going to be a trial and error phase for all this. So anyway, Web 3.0 and NFTs going onto the blockchain, very promising and exciting time. So GameStop, excited to see what you're going to drop. Anyway, game on. Have a great night. A great day too.